out to go for a run with Eric on Saturday. It is windy out there, so it's going to be interesting. So, it's also suddenly gotten a lot colder, which it was very nice yesterday. I should have realized when a front went through that it would get a lot colder. So we'll see if I regret this. All right.
You're out of your turf here.
I know. Well, it's new ground, so I have to film it, of course. So I actually have a mic on right now, so we'll see.
I am recovering from a little stomach bug. I had.
Oh, are you?
Tuesday.
Why am I near you right now?
Oh no, I mean like I'm recovered.
Okay, good. All right, so it's still pretty freezing out here, but I will say once you start running as usual, you start feeling warmer. But so yeah, we'll have to see this microphone, see if it works. I'll tell you what, if this mic works, that's insane. This is like a torture test of this microphone. Tell you what, if this mic works, that's insane. This is like a torture test of this microphone. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, oh. That'll make the final cut. Yeah, we got wind for sure. Look at that river too. It's nice and full of water. All those logs.
It rained a ton.
What was that?
It rained a ton.
Yes. Yeah, it rained a ton. We had a big line go through this morning and dumped a lot of water too. So, did you hear about all the terrible devastation in Kentucky? Oh,
Yeah,
feel for everybody there for sure.
You know,
Just really terrible. Probably more than 50 dead.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. Western Kentucky, I think.
And all people that were just doing their job at a candle factory. Or Amazon had a factory too.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on our way back. Yeah, and it's not as windy.
Yeah,
Boy, that was crazy.
Go right here.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you're fine. Woo, cold water. Man, I can feel my face again, that's good. My ears are gonna be pretty cold. I was wearing my hat, but you saw what happened there. All right, how you doing? Good, good. All right, let's finish this run off. Good conversation as always. No way I would have been out here alone, I don't think. All right, great workout, way to go.
See you, man.
Glad you're feeling better. Back on that horse, so to speak. And just having fun, having a good time, man. Thank you.
Thank you too.
All right.
Good idea.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dan the Ultra Dad here. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope your training is going well and you're getting through this strange part of the season when it's not really that cold, but it's not warm by any means. And so in some ways it's nice because you can you don't have to bundle up too much, but in other ways I kind of wish it would just go all cold so that we could start getting used to wearing the right clothing and what we're going to have to deal with over the next couple months. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit the like thumbs up if you like this particular video, and the bell notification if you'd like to be notified of future videos. Greatly appreciate it. I have a lot of fun with this. I hope you do too, and I hope you find some value in my videos. All right, so I hope you enjoyed my video from earlier. It was actually yesterday when I was running with my friend Eric out on the Great Miami River. We had some crazy conditions, extremely windy. It was insane. It almost felt like it was so windy it was going to blow us over. At times we could actually lean into the wind to maintain our balance, so that was pretty challenging. I'm sure you got that impression when you watched the video. Now you also probably noticed that I've been testing a microphone that I'm using, trying to help out with some wind noise. Obviously today's or yesterday's run was a perfect opportunity to test this particular microphone. So I thought I might tell you a little bit about it tonight. Hope this doesn't get too boring for those of you who aren't into this kind of stuff, but I figured I would put it out there and see what you think. So this microphone is called the Zoom F2 Field Recorder. This is it right here. It's this tiny little device. See if I can get it to... this is the Bluetooth version, which allows you to connect it to your phone and see what's going on, see how things are recording. It has an input and an output jack right here, right there, as well as a USB Type-C connection point. I've been using that quite a bit, more than the Bluetooth. In fact, I should have saved a few bucks and not bought this version of the mic because I really don't, at this point, haven't found any use for the Bluetooth. What the Bluetooth allows you to do is while recording, first of all, allows you to start and stop the recording from your phone. So I guess theoretically that would be useful to me because I'm with my running. I might have my phone more available than this little thing. But to be honest, there's a button on here, this nice handy record button. There. Record button there on the front and a stop and play button. So, and a volume plus and minus button. So it's pretty easy. And if you can see, there's a couple different settings. There's on, off, and hold. On and off, I'll obviously turn it on and off. Hold allows you to start recording, and then you flip this thing down, and it allows, let's see if I can do that. Flip it down, and it allows you to, it will not activate any of the buttons. This runs on 2 AAA batteries, so, you know, that's pretty easy. If the batteries die, then you just replace it with 2 replaceable AAA batteries. Carries an SD card as well, which is very convenient. But anyway, let's get back to what I really care about with this particular device, and that was to try to improve the sound quality. Sometimes with GoPro, especially if there's wind, even though they have wind reduction technology included, sometimes the wind can still come through, especially when it's very windy. So the Zoom F2 Field Recorder is very cool because you can just clip it on. You can just clip it onto your shorts. The big benefit of this particular field recorder is that it's a 32-bit float, so it allows you to avoid the peaking and you don't have to do any presets. So let's talk about the reason I bought this microphone. I bought it because I want to improve my audio with the GoPro, like I mentioned before. I wasn't convinced and I wasn't sure, I still am not really, to be honest, convinced that it's convenient enough for me. All right, let's get into a couple positives and negatives. I don't want this whole video to get out of hand. And so the first positive thing I have to say about the Zoom F2 Field Recorder is that it definitely helps with the wind reduction. When you have one of these little guys on it, one of these little dead cats on it, that definitely helps.
Tell you what, if this mic works, that's insane. This is like a torture test of this microphone. Tell you what, if this mic works, that's insane. This is like a torture test of this microphone. Wow.
It's a little bit big. If you saw in the video, it's kind of probably wondering what the heck was on my shirt. But it does definitely help. And with this, you know, you heard it basically eliminated the wind. And I mean, I didn't have hurricane force winds out there, but it was darn close. So definitely very beneficial to have a dead cat on it. You can take the dead cat off and just use a typical microphone right there, and with a little, whatever that's called, a little puff cover. And that works pretty well too, especially for the studio environment. Another big benefit of the Zoom 2 Field Recorder is the fact that it is very light. It's just, you know, a little bit heavier than 2 AAA batteries. So really, I didn't notice it on my run at all, and it never slipped off my shorts and didn't bounce off. So that was a real benefit. My third factor that's positive, I think the sound quality is pretty good, especially considering what you're dealing with. This tiny little device, I think it definitely improves audio quite a bit. It's not anything crazy. I mean, you could spend a lot more money on something that would give you a higher quality sound. The quality is pretty good considering you're dealing with recording back to this little device right here. The big benefit, though, I think was really cool, is that it's a 32-bit float. So I'm trying to think of a way to explain that to people, but basically it helps you to avoid peaking, where, you know, the sound just kind of distorts because it's too loud. The 32-bit float allows you to adjust that in post. It gives you the ability to adjust that and avoid that from happening. After you're done filming, after you're done recording the audio, when you go back, you can avoid having to re-record things because your settings weren't done correctly. A couple negative things for the Zoom F2 Field Recorder. First of all, it's just another piece of gear that you have to wear. I mean, it kind of comes with the territory. If you're going to record videos on YouTube, you're definitely going to have to go above and beyond with a few things, but it is still another annoying piece of gear you have to carry around, and that is definitely a negative. The second negative thing that I have to say about it is you do have a lavalier microphone attached, and that is a little bit annoying when you're running because there's still a wire going up through your shirt. So, again, comes with the territory. For someone who's using this to help out with their action cam audio, that is something you're going to have to consider as to whether it's worth it. Finally, another negative is, of course, because you're recording the audio separately from the camera, you have to synchronize it after in post, and that can be challenging. I will say I edit my videos in Final Cut, and it does a very good job of synchronizing the audio to the video. It's almost seamless, and at this point, I haven't noticed any problems at all, except one, and that problem is when you have multiple clips like I do with a GoPro, it doesn't want to be able to do all of them at once. You have to synchronize each video clip individually, which can be time consuming. So that's definitely a negative as well. The synchronizing for multiple clips is a little bit challenging. All right, so that's about all I have to say about the Zoom F2 field recorder. I really like this device. I'm probably going to continue using it. It is really nice because it's not just useful with one particular camera. You can pretty much use it with any device, and so including this Canon M50 that I record my studio video on, my talking head video, and also GoPros. So that's why I have it, to improve the audio with devices that may or may not have good audio depending on the conditions. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video about the Zoom F2 field recorder. I think this device is really cool and unique, and at this point it's doing pretty well with my workflow. It does add some time, but I think it's worth it at this point. We'll see how it works out, and I will let you know and update you as I go. But that's it for today. I just wanted to share this little piece of tech that I've been using. Take care, and thank you very much for watching. We will catch you in the next one.